Hey young buddies, in this session let us learn about isotopes, isobars, isotones, isotopic number, isodiaphers and isosters. But before going to that, let us know as how an element is represented. An element is generally represented by XZA, where X is the name of the element. Here the X is name of the element. A is its mass number or number of nucleons, otherwise atomic weight. And Z is its atomic number, otherwise number of protons or number of electrons. I repeat, this is how to represent an element where X is the name of the element, A is its mass number or number of nucleons, otherwise the atomic weight, and Z is the atomic number, the number of protons or the number of electrons. And the difference of this A and Z gives the number of neutrons. Do remember, here A is the number of nucleons, and nucleons being the count of protons and the neutrons present in the nucleus. Whereas N, the difference of mass number and the atomic number, A minus Z, gives the number of neutrons. So this is how an element is represented. We will just take an example to illustrate. 6C12. 6C12 means an element called carbon has as atomic number 6 and the mass number 12. So this is how to represent an element. Knowing this, let us move to isobars, isotopes and isotones. First in this session is isotope. Isotope. Isotopes are the atoms of the same element with the same atomic number but different mass numbers. I repeat, atoms of the same element with the same atomic number but the different mass numbers. As you observe here, this is carbon and this is also carbon, meaning both are the atoms of the same element. Their atomic numbers are same, 6 and 6, but their mass numbers are 12 and 14. So the atoms of the same element with the same atomic number but different mass numbers are called isotopes. Moving on to isobars. Isobars are the atoms of different elements, with the different atomic numbers but the same mass number. Here I took an example of silicon and phosphorus. Silicon and phosphorus are two different elements. They have the different atomic numbers but they have the same mass number. So the atoms of the different elements with different atomic numbers but the same mass number are called isobars. Next, moving on to isotones. Isotones are again atoms of different elements with the different atomic numbers and the mass numbers, but they have same number of neutrons. Just subtract 20 and 10 from here, you will get 10. Again subtract 21 and 11, you get 10 again. So here neon and sodium are the atoms of two different elements with the different atomic numbers and the mass numbers, but they have same number of neutrons. And it is very easy to remember, the first sequence has the same number of atomic number. They have the same atomic number or same number of protons and electrons. The second one has the same mass number and the third one has the same number of neutrons. It's very easy to remember. The first one has the same atomic numbers, the second one has the same mass numbers and the third one has the same number of neutrons. Now let me tell you a small funny mnemonic to remember this isotope, isobar and isotone in a sequence, and I'll come up this mnemonic in Hindi. एक बच्चा था, ओ बच्चा टोपी पहन के आइसक्रीम बार को गया. I repeat, एक बच्चा टोपी पहन के आइसक्रीम बार को गया और आइसक्रीम बार को जाके क्या करेगा? आइसक्रीम खाएगा। जब वो आइसक्रीम खाएगा तो उसका टोन खराब होगा ही। What do you say? So let me come up this. A person goes to an ice cream bar with a cap, meaning topi on his head. He eats ice cream so that his tone gets disturbed. So when you remember this particular mnemonic, you can write this isotope, isobar and isotone in a sequence, and once this sequence is learnt, this one, for the first one, atomic numbers are the same. For the second one, mass numbers are the same. And for the third one, the number of neutrons are the same. Moving further, let us know what an isotopic number is. Isotopic number. Isotopic number. The value of A minus 2Z. The value of A minus 2Z. Otherwise, the value of N minus Z is called isotopic number. Here A is mass number, Z is the atomic number. Otherwise, N is the number of neutrons and Z is atomic number. The value of A minus 2Z or the value of N minus Z is called isotopic number. Let me take an example and explain you this particular concept. 6C14. 6C14. The isotopic number of this comes out as I told you, isotopic number is the value of A minus 2Z. Here A is 14 minus 2 into 6. The Z of this number, the atomic number of this is 6. So 2 into 6. This becomes 14 minus 12. It is 2. So this is how isotopic number is calculated. So the value of A minus 2Z becomes the isotopic number. Even you can calculate isotopic number with the formula N minus Z. N being the number of neutrons. 14 minus 6 is 8 and 8 minus Z. Z here it is 6. 8 minus 6 is again 2. So the value of A minus 2Z or the value of N minus Z give the same value, and this is called as isotopic number. Moving further, let us learn what an isodiapher is. Isodiaphers are the elements with same isotopic number. Isodiaphers are the elements with the same isotopic number. I'll take an example, 6C14 and 8O18. Now, let us see whether they have the same isotopic number or not. First, coming to this carbon, the value of A minus 2Z, let us calculate. A is 14 here, 14 minus 2 into 6, it is 2. Moving on to this oxygen, let us calculate A minus 2Z. Here it is 18 minus 2 into 8, that is 18 minus 16, again 2. So here 6C14 and 8O18 are having the same isotopic number, hence they are called isodiaphers. Moving on to the last section in this, isosters. Isosters. Isosters are the compounds with same number of atoms and the same number of electrons in them. These are the compounds with same number of atoms and the same number of electrons. The example for this is carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. So here in carbon dioxide, altogether there are 3 atoms, 1 carbon and 2 oxygens. Even in this nitrous oxide, N2O, we have 2 nitrogens and 1 oxygen. So the number of atoms here and here are 3. Now coming to the number of electrons, carbon has 6 electrons, one oxygen has 8 electrons in it. So the 2 oxygens here have 16. So 6 plus 16 is 22. So the total number of electrons in CO2 is 22. Now let us move on to N2O. Nitrogen, the atomic number is 7. So we have 2 nitrogens here, 14, plus oxygen, the atomic number is 8. Again it comes out to 22. So isosters are the compounds with the same number of atoms and the same number of electrons. So this is the information regarding isotopes, isobars, isotones, isotopic number, isodiaphers and isosters. So learning is a celebration.